My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 7. And this review will have spoilers for the entire story, so there's your warning. But I know I've said this plenty of times, but I need to repeat it. The Last of Us Part 2 is my favorite piece of media ever. The game looks beautiful, the soundtrack is unbelievable, the gameplay is so much fun, but it's the story that takes it to the next level. It is challenging, it is complex, it is brilliant, and it's a very profound look at the human condition. It's about love and loss and grief and empathy and perspective and tribalism and forgiveness and hope and losing yourself and vengeance and self-destruction. And there's so many layers to the story, and it just blows my mind every time I play it. And it pains me to see my favorite story, my favorite characters destroyed like this on a weekly basis. I will be reviewing the entire season sometime in the next week or two. It will be a long video, but let's talk about the season finale. And one thing I really hate about this show is that in the game, Jesse was a stand-up guy. Like, he was mature and understanding and kind. Here, he's always a prick, and he always comes across like he hates Dina and Ellie. So when he dies at the end of this episode, it has no emotional weight. I also hate how Ellie isn't really shaken up when she goes back to the theater. Like, I love it in the game when Ellie's hand is shaking and she opens the door and she's at the aquarium. And Dina's just like, let's get you cleaned up. And you can tell that she has gone through some shit. And here they try to recreate the same moment, but it doesn't work. And why is this Ellie's back so bruised when she hasn't really fought anyone? Like, the big issue among many others for this season is there's been no sense of journey. It doesn't feel like the characters have gone through anything. There's no sense of finality, and there hasn't really been any real kills. Like, there's no Jordan, there's no Leah, there's no the guy that Tommy killed. It's just been Noah up until this point, and that really takes away so much from this story. And I love how in the game, Joe isn't present, but you feel him throughout. And you just don't get that here. Because in the game, you spend lots of time traveling to locations, but here they just cut to those locations, so it just feels rushed. It feels trimmed down, and it feels like maybe this story should have remained a game. I also really hate how Ellie's like, oh, she didn't tell me where Abby was. She just said Ferris wheel and whale. Like, what the fuck kind of a change is that? Oh, I'm sorry. That is the dumbest shit ever. And Bella Ramsey, I'm sorry, she sucks at acting. She's so bad. As Abelmo said, I love her in Instant Family. In you know what? She's actually good as Dora. She was great in Sicario: Day of the Soldado. I liked her in Transformers: The Last Night. But here, she just comes across so phony, and I don't buy the relationship between her and Ellie. This show also has no action, and once again, it's because they cut out that stuff. And I get it, a video game is different than a TV show, but it is so essential to this story. It's essential to the brutality, and it's essential to just show you how far people have fallen. They do have this moment that felt really awkward to me where Ellie gets captured by Seraphites, and then there's a Deus Ex Machina, and she's good. I thought that moment was so unneeded. The visual effects of the storm were really bad. Like, you can just tell it's a blue screen. And, what else? Well, let's talk about the aquarium. They're so afraid to make Ellie unlikable that it pisses me off. She doesn't kill Alice, and she accidentally kills Mel. Like, in the game, it's more like self-defense, and then the tipping point is Ellie finding out that Mel's pregnant. And that is such a powerful, heartbreaking scene. And here, they're afraid to make Ellie a piece of shit. I think the actors they got for Owen and Mel are so bad. Like, especially Owen. He might physically share some similarities, but personality-wise, I do not see the vision whatsoever. I forgot to mention that scene with Ellie and Jesse where they're arguing, and the dialogue is so on the nose. It always is for this show, and it pisses me off. How does Abby find... Jesse's explanation of how they found Ellie and Dina is such bullshit, but Abby found them too. Like, I love the way in the game where Ellie drops the map, and it's like a navigational tool that you've used plenty of times has betrayed you. It's actually so smartly done, but here there's no real explanation yet, to be fair. I really hate the fact that Ellie told Abby that it was her who killed Owen and Mel and not Tommy. Like, once again, the game has intrigue. Abby doesn't know it's Ellie, and Ellie doesn't know why Abby did anything. There's a lack of communication. There's lack of knowledge. There's an ignorance where their hatred stems from. And that is essential to this story. Then there was a gunshot fired, and okay, whatever. Then Abby wakes up, and okay, I'll give a little bit of credit. Caitlin Dever does channel Laura Bailey pretty well, it seems, and she's a much better actress than Bella Ramsey. So maybe season 3 is better, even though Craig Mazin is still involved, so I highly doubt it. But here's my issue. Caitlin Dever looks absolutely gorgeous, and that continues to be an issue for me. She doesn't look like she's living post-apocalypse. Her clothes are way too clean and tidy. She looks too good to the point where it kind of takes me out of this universe entirely. And that watch she has looks like a fan, a cosplay. Same with Joe's watch too in the first season. Just some of the outfits look so cosplayly, and the ending has no impact of Abby Day 1. Because once again, there was only 3 episodes where Ellie and Dina were in Seattle. That's it. So when you play in the game so much time with them, and now you know you're going to spend the same amount of time with Abby, it works because it's been such an investment. Here, you don't get that. It's just like, okay, Abby Day 1. Like, it has no impact, and it doesn't work for a show. It is a ballsy, brilliant, challenging choice in the game to get you to play as Abby, But to end this season off at that point, not a good idea. Because I can tell you, when I first played the game and I had to play as Abby, I wanted to stop. And now you've given everyone that. It's not even a choice. They have to wait 2 years. And they haven't even shot season 3 yet. So it's 7 episodes. This entire journey felt trimmed down. And now you have to wait 2 years to see Abby's side. Like, I'm sorry, this season should have just been 15, 20 episodes. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's so obvious to me. And I doubt people are going to come back to this show. And on top of that, it's just an issue with shows nowadays. So few episodes, such a long wait, and it's ridiculous that they didn't film season 3 already. Like, I know there's behind the scenes drama and business stuff, it's still a baffling choice. This does not work for sure, because in 2 years, all your emotions, all your ignorance, all your hatred, it's going to cool down. And then you're like, oh, time to watch The Last of Us. Oh yeah, it's Abby's story now. Just doesn't work. So anyways, I will be talking about my hatred for this season as a whole soon enough. But I don't like anything about this episode, and I truly think this is the one of, if not the worst season of television ever. But what did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin,